What we control and what we don't. Welcome to day 9 of the Daily Stoic. All right, day 9. Pretty simple and straightforward. I love how these days kind of repeat themselves a little bit because it's all about hammering in from different angles the ideas of being a Stoic. And so basically, what we control and what we do not. What is that talking about? What does that mean? How should one consider this day? Personally, I see it as now, as always, if you disagree, feel free to explain why you disagree. And if you do agree, feel free to explain why you do agree. And consider this a companion piece to the Daily Stoic book, which can be found on Amazon, Audible, your bookstores, and as an ebook. So whatever format you feel is best for you, you can get this book. Basically, you need to direct your energy inward and not outward, because it is scary to think about this. You do not have control of any external events, not a single one. And I'll give an example of that. Let's say you get a phone call from someone you weren't expecting to, someone you were in a fight with. That's an external event out of your control. You can't stop them from calling you. But what you can do is have control inward of what you do about it, what you think about it, and how you react to it. You're in control of how you perceive the situation always. Which is why every time anyone gets angry and they always say something like, "You bring this out in me," that's not completely true. You're allowing it to come out of yourself. You can't give someone else the power of anger over you. That's an excuse to be angry. And if you use excuses like that, then you need to reevaluate and be educated. And I'm glad you're here to do that. I'm being educated too, and I'm learning alongside you. I'm not saying I'm better than you, because I'm not. I'm better than no one. But so, for example, let's say you got in a fight with someone, that friendship ended. They end up calling you back a few days later. You can perceive to pick it up. You have the choice to pick it up. You have the choice to ignore it. You have the choice to speak with them. You have all these different decisions that you get to make. You don't get to choose whether or not they are going to try to interact with you or mess with you. Your choice comes with the idea that you get to choose how it affects you. And one of the choices is not at all. And that is where you want to be. You want to become indifferent to all external stimuli. And it's hard to do. It is so hard to do because as humans, we value and we hold things differently, different meanings and to different degrees. So, as humans, we do love and enjoy interacting with other humans and animals. I can't forget our little furry friends. And so, some events weigh on us differently than others. But should that be the case? No, it shouldn't. All things should be weighed equally when it comes to how they affect you. And a prime example of this would be, like I said, getting a call from someone that you've gotten a fight with and you decide it's unhealthy to continue that person in your life. Let them go. Let them go. I mean, honestly, whether it be a friend, a lover, a partner, a relative, if someone toxic is in your life, you have to be able to be indifferent and let them go. Now, at the same time, a friend of mine was telling me yesterday that even Buddhist monks will pick up machine guns to go defend, villages against invading troops because at some point war may be necessary, and even the strongest of men and women realize that some external events require action. For example, another example would be, just because you don't fear and you're indifferent about everything, you don't go lay in a bathtub of black widows. There's a difference in not having a fear of an external situation and then putting a external situation into your life that can cause you bodily harm. And so you can control those things, and you shouldn't use those things as a testing tool to say, I'm going to prove I have no fear, I'm going to do something that's going to endanger myself. No, that's not a test. The test comes when you least expect it. Because if you are implementing the test, then you are inherently controlling the test. The test comes when you have no control over the test. So you have to be able to take life's swings as they come, for the better or for the worse. And so this is day 9. Tomorrow we'll make day 10. We will be 10 days in on the Daily Stoic. The first 10 days. I'm excited about that. See where the lessons go from here. Please remember to take this one day at a time. One quote, one question or quote a day. Do not try to speed through it. Don't try to, harness all the knowledge at once. It's about building blocks and molding. That's why I've noticed that, like I said earlier, some of these daily quotes are tackling the same idea from different perspectives, which is, you're chipping a little here, you're chipping a little there, and you're molding the blocks to the way they need to be to build the best foundation possible. And so it's good to get the same core message across with different perspective ideas, because ultimately that is going to engrave it even more into your head. So be patient, be strong, be one with yourself. If your inner critic is silenced, outer critics have nothing. So take it as you will. Quick update. Yesterday I didn't eat nearly as bad as I have in the past. I threw away all my junk food. And I'm going to get back to my exercising. So, getting rid of my food addiction, I'm really going to focus on that one right now. I decided I need to focus on my addictions one at a time, so I don't get overwhelmed. So food, I'm waving it off. Only, those who are great eat to be great. So you should only eat to do good. You shouldn't eat out of the sake of just eating. And that's what I've been doing my whole life. So this has been Darth Blint. And I hope that you have found this video useful. Please subscribe if you enjoy this type of material. And I hope that you'll find the inner strength that you're looking for. Clearly, if you've looked this video up, or if you looked up the Daily Stoic, or you decide to go on this journey, then you felt that you needed change. And that is the first step of changing, is coming to the realization that change is needed. And admitting it. Admitting that we'll see here, how does the quote go? A fool who asks a question is a fool for a moment. A fool who does not ask the question is a fool for a lifetime. So never be afraid and never feel shame about seeking out answers and truths and understanding yourself and the world around you. And anyone who makes you feel shameful or guilty about it, you just gotta let it go. If they want to live in ignorance, then you have to accept that. But you don't have to accept living in ignorance. And I'm proud of you for taking this journey. If anyone out there is, I hope you are. Again, this is Darth Blint. Stay strong. and may your chains be broken. Subscribe, and I'll see you until tomorrow's video. Bye.